Welcome to Market. This is Market Second, and today let's talk about this sector qualifier that happened in Portland. Every Monday I talk about all the PQ that happened the weekend, but I'm recording this like it's midnight right now, so after the sectors, so we don't have the data of the PQs of Sundays. We have here only the fourth here, so it's like Saturday. So I will record tomorrow. Talking about the PQ. So today's video is more about the sector qualifier, okay? So here we have the champion that we already know that Bob Safari won with Palpatine yellow. Amazing. But let's talk here about the top 64. And it's really interesting. It's really weird to see only two Sabines in the top 64. Probably, I don't know if this happened a lot out there, but like, here in Brazil, I always have like Sabines and PQs and the top 8. So here, only 2 in top 64 is really different. Like for major tournaments, I think. We have here Han Solo 1 dominating, Han Solo dominating because we have Han Solo 1 and 2. So 12 Han Solos 1. These probably have the green and the blue. I think we have a yellow one in the top 64 too. And we have a Han Solo 2 blue here for sure. Most of this is supposed to be blue, I think. I don't know if we have the green one in the top 64. I don't remember now. But yeah, most of this is supposed to be the Han Solo 2 blue. We have the third here. We have the Cad Bane, which is interesting to see too. Take over Sabine's place as the main aggro deck right now, because the new Cad Bane is not the new, but this Cad Bane with a bunch of cost 1 units. Is really aggressive. Is different than the standard version, and now takes place of the mainly aggro deck here in this tournament, right? In the fourth place we have Gar Saxon. Probably this should be the ECL. We might have seen yellow, but I think most of them supposed to be ECL. I don't even know if we have the yellow in the day 2 in the top 64, to be honest. Here we have Darth Vader yellow for sure. Kylo Ren, and I saw that we had a Kylo Ren in red Turkins. I don't know if the Turkins was just red, but with all the force throws, so I need to see this list because it's really different. I think not different, but I think it's hard to play with this Kylo Ren red without the force throw. I think the force throw is a main thing about the deck that maybe the deck. I thought that the deck was supposed to die, but looks like I'm wrong. We have here 3 Anakin, and we know that 1 goes to the finals against the Palpatine. And we have here only 2 Palpatines, 3 Kyras, 2 Yodas, and 2 of a bunch, and 1 of a bunch of others here. Only 1 Tals, only 1 Rey. Only 1 Tals is kind of weird. We need to remember that we're still in the set of the Galactic Championship. I know we don't have the Force Throw anymore, but we're still in the same set. And we have only 1 Mother Tals in the top 64, and Mother Tals won the Galactic Championship. This is insane, right? We have Kazuda, Poe, Rey, Obi-Wan from Twilight, which is different too. We don't even have a single Obi-Wan from set 5 here. Okay, so now let's talk about here the top 16. We have here Han Solo Tarkin Town. We saw it here. We have 1 of these, and he made top 16, which is really good. We have 6 Cad Banes. We know that here we have 2 in the top 16 and 1 in the top 8. We have Han Solo 2 blue here, Darth Vader yellow, and this is Matthew Jacobinian. We can say that he's the best Darth Vader yellow that we have in the entire world, probably, because he's the only Darth Vader yellow in the top 8 of Galactic Championship. So we can say that back in the Galactic Championship, he was the best Darth Vader. In the sector, he was the best Darth Vader. So we can say that he's probably the best player with Darth Vader yellow, right? So yeah, here he made a top 16. I watched his win in against Bob Safari. That was just insane. It was just amazing. The game 1, game 2, the game 3 was so bad to him because Bob Safari just drew every card that he can draw against Vader. He drew like the 3 P38, so he played 1 turn 2, 1 turn 3, then he could play another one in turn 4 if he wanted. He drew the Eager Scout Fighter. He drew for the turn 1, he drew the ISB Agent Ping 1, and he drew the vent that costs 1 that just does 2 damage in a vehicle and exhausted. So it was just the perfect everything for Boba Safari in the game 3 in Matthew just conceded in turn 4 because he already lost that game. So, but game 1, game 2 was just insane. Great matchups. So if you can watch it, go ahead and find this match. It was really great. Here we have Garsaxon ACL, and we have here 4 in the day 2, so now only 1 top 16, not even a single one in top 8. Alexander the Great is probably one of the best players for solo 1 green. He made top 16, and he lose to this All-Star 97 here that made the top 8 with solo 1 green too. I heard in the stream that he's playing like with the same list. I might be wrong, but I think I heard that he's playing with the same like 100% list because they play together, and they both play in a win-in, and this All-Stars won the tournament. Sorry, I don't know the name. And we have a troll data vault that is interesting because here we can see that we have only 1, and he made the top 16. Congratulations for your result, man. So now here we have the top 8. Kiro data vault, Han Solo 2 blue, 2 Han Solo 2 blues in the top 8, and Han Solo 1 green. This is interesting because we're not showing too much a bunch of. Look here, we have 12 Han Solo 1s. Probably most of this, I don't know if it's most of it, maybe can be 50-50, like the green and blue. But in top 16, we don't even have a single Han Solo 1 blue. We have only green. And the top 8, we have only green 2 again. We don't have a blue one, like the Han Solo 1 blue. But we have 3 Han Solo 2 blue, right? But yeah, here we have Cad Bane, Sarkin Sound, Han Solo 2 blue again. Anakin blue made the final against Palpatine. And this Daniel, he made the finalist. We're going to talk about this later. Let's show here the list of Palpatine Yellow, the champion here. Is really interesting to see here some different cards. I really think Love Cat is a good card that is undervalued, maybe. I don't know if this is the word that I'm trying to say here, but yeah, I think we're not seeing too much this card, and maybe we can see more and more of this card after the rotation. I think the only different cards here are supposed to be Love Cat and Fennec Shan. I think Fennec Shan is really different here in this list. I think I never saw a Palpatine Yellow without this before. Love Cat, I can see more players playing with it, but this Fennec Shan is really different. Like, I think most of the lists have Mo instead of Fennec Shan, right? And I don't know why he played with Fennec Shan. Can do more damage probably than Mo sometimes, because you can do the 4 damage here, and with the on attack you can do more, maybe 6, so you can maybe defeat a Cray Dragon with it or something like that. I don't know, looks interesting. And won the sector, so I can't say that is bad for sure here. And it says here looks good. And here in the sideboard, this is the card that I said and that he drew against Vader. So he played Ice Agent turn 1, and this Electromagnetic Pulse in the second turn to defeat a unit. Great. Here we have his Pathan, and this is interesting because the biggest counter Palpatine is Sabine, and he just faces Sabine in the game in the round 1, and he just win by 2-0. In round 1 we can face a bunch of casual players. Round 1, 2, 3. Because it's the beginning of the game, so it's everyone 0-0. So maybe he faces a casual player that is not a professional like him or something like that, or maybe Sabine just didn't draw well. And I'm not saying that Bobby got lucky. I'm just saying that for sure I can't say that he got lucky. Look at this, he just won a bunch of matches and won the second round. I'm not saying that. I think you guys understand what I'm trying to say, that it's really hard for Palpatine to win against Sabine. So if you won, I don't know, I think you guys get it, what I'm trying to say, right? Like, maybe could be lucky with a little bit of maybe unlucky for Sabine. Maybe the supplement player was a casual player. Yeah, I think you guys got it. That I'm not trying to put Bob Safari in a low position here. Thank God. Look, I'm not trying to do this. I think you guys get it. But yeah, here in the game 2, in the round 2, he played against Troll Massassy Tempo. I don't know if this is a green. Probably yes. Oh no, I think this is the yellow one, right? Massassy Tempo is with the Force. I think it's the yellow one. Yeah. Round 3 is against Han Solo 2 blue. 2-0. Kira 2-0. This is Kira CL, is not Delta Vault. So round 5 against Ray 2-0. Yeah. Look, just 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. But in round 6 he lost to Gar-Saxon by 2-0. Negro deck looks interesting. Gar-Saxon won in here. Round 7 he played against Cad Bane. He won by 2-1. Round 8, he won against Han Solo 2 Blue by 2-0. And round 9 against Troll, that's a vault. And round 10, that is what I was trying to explain before. Because he faced Daniel Pimentel, that is like the finalist of the tournament. So he played against him in the finals. And he lost to him in the round 10. Yeah, he lost by 2-1. So the Anakin Blue beat this deck. Then Bob Safari in the final won by 2-0. And this is interesting because this happened a lot. Like, just because you won in the Swiss round don't mean that you're going to win in the top 8, top 4 in the final. Don't mean that you're going to lose again. And just because you won in the Swiss round don't mean you're going to win again. It happened. This game is really... this is why I love this game. Recently in a showdown, I was playing Kiro Zatzavot. I beat a friend of mine. He playing Sabine Yell in the Swiss round. I just won by 2-0. Then I'm facing the top 4 and I just lose by 2-0. It happens. This is the fun of the game, right? So yeah, any deck is like 100% beatable, unbeatable or beatable. Round 11, he won against Malda Townsend. Round 12, Darth Vader Yellow. That is the match that I said about against Maffel. Great match by 2-1. Then we saw the top 8. He won against the Han Solo 1 Green that beat Alexander the Grace. Round 14, the top 4. He won against Han Solo 2 Blue. Then the final, he won against Daniel Pimentel with Anakin by 2-0. So now here we have the list of Anakin Blue. This one is interesting because he's playing with 2 Polar Side and 3 Force slots, so the chance that he's going to play Anakin twice with the win played twice is really, really high, right? Looks good. For sure it's good. He's going to the final, but I really want to try this. He's playing with Mary. I love marrying Anakin because she can attack for 6 because he have the own attack. The only space unit here is Jedi Starfighter because can attack for 3 and still ping 1 damage. This card is just really, really good against Darth Vader. The decks have the removals, Open Fire, Feather Dragon, looks great. This one runs with Jedi Lightsaber that I like it a lot. When we play this in Anakin, just insane. It's like really, really hard to defeat it. And like I said, first light and Power Dark Side to trigger Anakin twice looks good. And I really like Marin because you don't even need to play like Power Dark Side for 5. You can just attack with Marin and discard this from your hand, and then now you have Anakin to trigger twice. So good. Here in the top 4, we have the best Han Solo 2 Blue in the tournament. This one plays with 2 Force Lightning and 2 Power Dark Side. I think the list is really standard besides the Hot Shot. This Hot Shot is really new to me. I never saw the Han Solo 2 Blue playing with Hot Shot. Looks interesting because maybe you can say, okay, but from Smoke you need to pay 5, but from your hand just 1. Sometimes this pump can be good, right? 3 entrenches to deal with the space, don't have a single space unit, and most of Han Solo is not playing with space units anymore. Here we have the Caliban Tarek. This one is, I think we can say that this list is the standard version now, right? Because every Caliban Tarek now is playing with this cost 1 army, you know? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can say this is the standard version of Caliban. I call this Caliban aggro, but yeah, I think we're just seeing all this Caliban Dragon now is this list. So yeah, really great deck. I play a showdown recently with this deck too. Really, really good. It's really, really aggressive. Great deck. Here we have another Han Solo 2 Blue. This one runs with the Hot. Is it the same list? I think it is, right? Maybe they play in the same team. Look at this. It's the same list, even in the sideboard. Or I just picked the wrong list, or they just playing with the same list. So yeah, but probably yes. So yeah, Hot Shot 2 makes sense if they play together. Makes sense they agreed with the Hot Shot, right? Here we have the All Stars with Han Solo 1 Green. It's not that evolved, just green, 30 HP base, more consistent. These ones have Kelron back, Han Solo Ewing for the late game, 2 Emphasis Nets, which is interesting. With this one, they don't have Qui-Gon Jinn. I like Emphasis Nets a lot. This plays with R2D2, so you can just discard a card from your hand, look at the top 3 cards, and draw a card, so it's good for consistency. 3 Falcons, only 1 of this Falcon. This is interesting, 3 Stolen. I think in this method, it's really good Stolen with Chewbacca. Like, if you just play Stolen with Chewbacca, most of the decks just can't handle. Like, what is the decks that runs No Glory right now? Kira and Troll that's about that is two decks you would not even seen too much in the top 64, so looks good to them for Han Solo 1. Because, like I said, if you play Chewbacca here, which deck can defeat it without no glory? This is look really weird, because back in the day we had the Force Troll, so now opponent can't just use Self Troll and discard a Krayt Dragon to defeat this. So looks really difficult to handle this. Maybe with confiscate and bring in from the sideboard, something like that, but still hard, right? Here we have another Han Solo 2 blue, and this is interesting because this don't have the hot shot. So, but this one have Marin, and now I was testing Han Solo 2 blue after the first row, and I put a Marin 2 in the deck because I want to trigger Anakin twice more easy. Don't make me forced to use the black, the villainy card from my hand. Here he's playing with 3 Power of the Dark Side. I was playing with Force Light instead of Power of the Dark Side. But I was playing with 2 or 3 Marin to try to discard a card from my hand to play Anakin with twice of the one played easily. So easier. So because in Han Solo is different from the Anakin. Han Solo you can play Anakin for 5. So if you can just, if you're going to use Polar Side, you can't play Anakin right now because you just paid 5 resources to use it. So if you just discard with Mary, you can just play Anakin for 5 and take it one and play it twice, which is just really good. And here we'll have our last deck for the top 8. Here we'll have the Kira Data Vault. That is interesting because Kira Data Vault is a dead deck before the first throw ban, right? We've just not seen any Kira Data Vault. Actually, not saying any, but it's like almost not there in the meta, right? So now we have a Kira Data Vault in the top 8 of a sector with a bunch of players. So it's interesting to see now that Kira is back. It's not back like in the set 4 for sure, because Kira in the set 4 was like the deck to be beaten, and now it's not this because I think we saw just 3 in the top 64. So yeah, it's not the same thing, right? But here, this list is interesting because he's not playing with Timely Intervention, the Darth Vader that costs 6, the Darth Vader from Legends of the Force, the blue one that gives a shield, defeated a unit with shield. But he runs with, what is the difference that I saw it? Oh yeah, it's the Anakin. He's not playing with Darth Vader blue, but he's playing with Anakin, which is interesting. Because the main thing here with Darth Vader is that you're probably not going to play for 6. You want to play with Timely for 7 or most of the time for 8 because you're going to use Timely from your Smuggle. So, but sometimes you just don't have the time for that. But Anakin, you can do something with the 6 resources. And we know that 6 resources of Kira is not the best. This one runs with Palpatine's Return, but most of the decks runs with this card in the sideboard. This one runs with the Anakin Skywalker, and we have some list with 8th Brother. There's a 5/7 ambush in the ground, but Anakin can solve something in the space, right? So looks interesting. Maybe this can be really good, and you're probably going to defeat any unit that you open and have in the space, even in a red 5 with 3/4, because you probably deploy in the last turn. So if you ramped, your opponent have 5 resources, you have 6, you deploy in the last turn. So your opponent's red 5 or any other cards that have 3/4 or 5/5, maybe you're playing against Pied, now have 2 damage, so you can just defeat any space unit with Anakin. Looks really good. I will try this because I was playing the last deck that I played physical and was in a show that was Kira Data Vault, and I was playing with 8th Brother, I think. And this is interesting. I might test this one for sure. And here we have top 16, the Malfoy, Jakobina, Darth Vader, Yellow. I love the list. He's playing with Outmaneuver and Overrun Barrage, but Overrun Barrage is just in the sideboard. Outmaneuver here and the main deck, because he probably is going thought that he's going to face more decks in the ground. That because the math is really ground run. Like we can see here, like okay, Palpatine Yellow is not, but ground. We can say, okay, here we have Miss Hunt Edge 2000, but mainly is ground, right? Ground. This is the space, but okay, in ground again, and Kira Data Vault, so whatever. But yeah, so most of the meta is in the ground, so Outmaneuver is really good because you can just, for 3 resources, just, okay, all of your 5 units in the ground will be exhausted. You can't restore right now, you can't do more damage in my base, and this is a map that you're probably doing to win maybe in the next turn, something like that. Now you can't. Just figure it out what you're going to do, because I'm going to hit you in the space with a bunch of units with my whole swarm right now, and you just can't do nothing with your units. So really good. But he had the Overrun Barrage in the sideboard. Maybe he just traded here depending on the match. I don't know. Overrun Barrage is really good against mirror match, against another space decks, because you can just, instead of use your outmaneuver, because if you use your maneuver, you're going to exhaust your own units in the space. So Overrun Barrage is so better, because you can just maybe have a clone combat or another 3-2, do 5 damage, and maybe wipe the space, do a decent trade with it. Can be really good, right? So this is it. This is everything for today. What do you guys think about all of the lists here, all of the sector? What do you guys thinking about Palpatine Yellow winning that sector? See you here in the comment, and see you in the next video.